Hello travelers, so today I want to do a quick microphone test with the Sony a6400, which I'm filming with right now. This is the inbuilt microphones, so I'll be testing it against the Saramonic, I believe this is the XM1, the Movo PM10, which is a lavalier mic, the Rode SmartLav Plus, and then of course what everybody has, which is the Rode VideoMicro. So right now I'm indoors and I'm using the Saramonic SR-XM1. So one thing I don't like about the Rode VideoMicro is this giant wind muff, or dead cat as they call it. It's just massive. There are some smaller versions available, but they're quite pricey in Australia. So I got this foam wind muff for it, which does make it a very nice, quite compact microphone. So I'll be doing tests outdoors to see if this foam wind muff will be sufficient enough for my purposes. So one thing I did notice with the Saramonic SR-XM1 is with this Sony a6400, it plugs into the side as you can see here, but it picks up all the autofocusing noise from the Sigma 16mm lens, so I don't know if you can hear that, but it is a bit annoying because otherwise that would be the perfect microphone for traveling because of how small it is, and the quality is still pretty good, and I would say almost on par with the Rode VideoMicro. So now I'm indoors and I'm using the Rode VideoMicro. So do let me know in the comments which of these microphones sound the best so far. I have the foam wind muff on it, and I'll be stepping outside in a moment to test out that. There is a slight bit of wind outside, so hopefully it performs well. Alright, so now I'm indoors and I'm using the Rode SmartLav Plus. This is another great compact travel microphone because it packs up to nothing. But if you are talking with two people on the camera, it doesn't pick up the other person quite as clearly. So you'd have to use a second lavalier, and then you'd be taking two lavaliers, which would probably still be smaller than the Rode VideoMicro. But one of the best things about the Rode VideoMicro is that it's a directional microphone, so the sounds behind aren't quite as loud, whereas the Saramonic SR-XM1 and the lavalier microphones are both omnidirectional, which means they pick up sound from everywhere, so they're not quite as good for outdoors use. Alright, so the last microphone on the list is the Movo PM10. This is this lavalier mic right here. It's the first lavalier mic that I actually tried, but what I found in my testing has been that it has quite a high noise floor. There's a little bit of background hiss, which you could fix by adjusting the sound in the camera. At the moment I have it to plus 15 in the Sony a6400, so I can see the levels are quite high compared to the other microphones. Okay, so I'm now outside with the Movo PM10. There's a bit of wind actually happening. There is also some bird noise, and down there's some car and train noise. So do let me know in the comments what you think about this microphone. Okay, so now I'm using the Rode SmartLav Plus. Some kookaburras in the background. I can definitely see the wind picking up. So just behind me the trees are moving. I'm not sure how much of that wind is coming down here though. A little bit of car and train noise down there as well. So let me know in the comments what you think about this microphone. Okay, so now I'm using the Saramonic SR-XM1. My favorite in terms of size, but not my favorite in terms of it picking up the autofocus noise of the lens. There's still a bit of wind, quite a few birds chirping. Do let me know in the comments what you think about the sound of this one. I'll just do a focus test on something. See if the autofocus noise is as bad outside, or if the outside noise kind of cancels out that autofocus noise. Alright, so now we're on the YouTube's favorite microphone, which is the Rode VideoMicro. I have the foam wind muff on it. I don't know if you can tell, but the trees are picking up. There should be some wind noise, but I'm not sure how bad it's going to sound with the foam wind muff. There's quite a few birds chirping around. The car and traffic noise might be able to be picked up, but like I said, this is a directional microphone, So what's behind the camera is not as loud as what's in front of the camera, obviously. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching. So please let me know down in the comments which of the microphones you preferred, and please be sure to stay subscribed to keep up with future videos.